Hello everyone, you are watching Civilpedia, and in this specific lesson we will be discussing about the typical sequence of events in accordance with the class 14 of the FIDIC Red Book. So there are two types of payments here. One is called the monthly payment or the interim payment, which we call the IPC, and the other is the final payment, which is carried out at the end of the project. So first we'll be discussing about the interim payment or the interim payment certificate, which we normally call the IPC. So when the contractor has carried out some particular work in a particular month, he will prepare the IPC for that work. At this event, when he prepared the IPC, so he, in accordance with clause 13.3 and 14.6.1, the contractor prepared the IPC and the engineer receives the contractor's statement of work and this with the supporting document. The contractor will submit all these documents, the IPC document and the supporting document, which include the test reports, the measurements, and the check request, which we in Gulf countries we call this the WIR, etc. So all these documents are the supporting document, and the one document which is called the statement containing the quantities executed at this particular month. So this has been submitted to the engineer, and the engineer issue an interim payment certificate within 28 days, but subject to the verification of the IPC. The engineer within this 28 days verify the statements of the contractor, its genuinity, and if it is genuine and based on the exact grounds. So within 28 days, with less than 28 days, they are at the 28th or less than 28 days. Maximum, the engineers have 28 days to issue the contractor an interim payment certificate. If there is any problem found in the document, the engineer will return these documents back to the contractor within 28 days. So when after 28 days, when he has verified the document, the engineer will issue an interim payment certificate to the contractor. The contractor with supporting document and the IPC and all these documents submit this interim payment certificate to the employer. This interim payment certificate contains the mm, is a letter which state that the contractor IPC submitted has been verified. Specifically, you have to, if you are verifying some amount, so you have to write the amount over the term payment certificate. That is, I found, I that is my recommendation to write down the amount on the interim payment certificate that this interim payment certificate has been verified for this specific amount, uh, and also the reference of IPC, like first IPC, second, third, 10th, 14th, 15th, whatever the IPC is. So this payment certificate along with the IPC and all the other documents, and the contractor submit to the employer, and the employer within 56 days from this date or within 28 days from this date, within 28 days after issuance of payment interim payment certificate, the employer will issue payments to the contractor for the smooth execution of the project. The other thing is the final payment certificate. The contractor submit draft and final statement to the engineer in accordance with clause 11.14.11.1. The contractor will submit the final statement to the contractor that the following listed quantities has been completed, and the work has been substantially completed. So when the contractor submit these statement to the engineer will verify the statement submission to of the contractor. The engineer will verify these statements. This will be a draft, so the engineer will verify all these documents. After that, the contractor submit the final statement, and after that, when the engineer verifies all these statements, the contractor submit a final completion report to the engineer, who will act like the engineer for the contract. So the engineer will verify these statements, final statements which submitted by the contractor, and when he verifies the statement, the engineer issue a final payment certificate in accordance with clause 14.3. When the engineer issued this final payment certificate to the contractor will submit this final payment certificate to the employer, and the employer within 56 days is bound to make a payment to the contractor for the in against the against his final payment certificate. So hopefully you have enjoyed this video, and in the next session we will be discussing about the dispute events. So stay tuned with us, and if you have any question, so you put it down them in the comment section, and I'll respond to the to your comments. Hopefully we prepare a separate video. So thank you, and thanks for watching.